coffee in a March Madness cup. I mean, how does it get any better than that? This week I'm in Dayton for the First Four, doing production for press conferences, and it's been a lot of fun, and we're going to take you behind the scenes for the whole thing. Inside the arena here, they just put the floor down last night. They're getting all the final preparation going. We loaded in yesterday, left early in the morning to get over here from Indianapolis to Dayton, and unloaded the truck, brought all the gear in, rolling cases and carts and things. We got it all set up, and then we brought all the extras back to the truck. Really great crew, great bunch of guys. We're handling all of the press conference feeds, both audio and video, for them to record when they come to the stadium. Everyone brings their different special gifts and talents to these types of events. And then my specific role on this is going to be managing all of the laptops and making sure all of the streams are going to YouTube and all of the files are being recorded. Not part of the actual broadcast crew, that's CBS, but we're part of feeding the content to CBS so that they can put it on the fronts of the games and the backs of the games. We are giving a game recording on a USB drive to every team, and then we're giving the press conference recordings to every team in audio and video format. And it's my job to manage that workflow. It's a series of PC laptops using a combination of OBS and Zoom, and sending that stuff to YouTube, recording and streaming with OBS depending on the specific situation. This is one of those jobs also that's pretty specific, and I come into these situations with my computer skill because I have lots of experience working with computers. I have lots of experience with file management, and due to my work that I've done in the church market before, I'm very familiar with live streaming, YouTube Live, all that stuff, and I love it because it keeps me fresh, it keeps me learning new things, it keeps me engaged with a network of people here from Dayton. I don't work a lot in Dayton. This is one of the only jobs I do over here. And it's great because it's a whole different freelance market over here, and it's just really good to know people in different markets. We have set up 7 microphones that are going to a sound system. We've set up lighting and cameras. The cameras are all Blackmagic cameras. They are going into a Blackmagic switcher, and they're being sent over to a series of laptops, and the laptops are providing streams for YouTube and Zoom. It's pretty cool because it allows for remote questions to be asked. So if you are in another city and you can't make it to the press conference, you can get a link to a webinar in Zoom, and then you can ask your questions. This is a great event. It's the second year I've worked it, and it's really exciting. When this place is filled up, it's awesome. The bands are gonna come in, and it's gonna be electric in here during the first game and all the games actually. I often encourage you guys who are freelancers to keep going, and the reason why I say that is because this industry is tough, but it's rewarding, okay? Keep going, all right? If you're not getting any bookings and you just wish you could be freelance, keep looking. Sports clients are very good to start with. High school sports, college sports, even Division II, Division III, whatever is near you or around you, you can get on some of these crews. I know you can. If it's in the high school realm, you just have to get to know whoever the coach is for the team. It's pretty easy to get access to a high school sports game. All you got to do is say, hey, I'll give you the pictures, I'll give you the video, I'll give you a video that's ready for Instagram. You can even post it on Instagram yourself and tag the people. Take full advantage of the access and opportunity that you get, because you never know where your next job's going to come from. You never know where that's going to lead to. One of the cool things I like about these events is you can see stuff like this. You don't really get to see this when you're watching these on TV, but look at all the tech that's right here in this hoop, in the base of the hoop. You can see all the microphones they have mounted to this hoop. I see 3 on this side, 1 pointed back at the crowd, 1 pointed up, and then 1 pointed down at the court. And then you can see there's a camera mounted to the top of the shot clock. That's the one that's going to be shooting all of the reverse angles that show the hoop, probably while they're free throwing. Then on this side, we have a red mounted right above me here. I don't know what that's getting, but that's a red camera with a Canon lens on the front of it. Then as we walk along, this is where all the press are going to be sitting for the game. You can see here, this is going to be a live broadcast position. I don't know who's going to be here yet, but someone will be here doing commentating and play-by-play. This might be the main broadcast position, I'm not sure. As you can see, they've got a different set of monitors for program returns and stats and all sorts of cool stuff. Then as we go this way, this looks like probably an audio station. These are going to be the courtside microphones. And then at these jubs, you often find these microphones that are taped different places. This is how you're getting the sounds from the court. There's usually a series of microphones taped all around the perimeter. So this is the mult boxes that we put out for press conference and game effects. Game effects just provides all of the squeaks without the broadcasters. And the press conference is just audio from our station upstairs. Yeah. During the games, you're going to see student radio stations, plus you're going to see radio stations from the cities that these teams come from. It just depends on the team. But every one of these stations is going to be predetermined about who gets to sit here. Looks like we got another red here, just mounted randomly. I'm sure it's not random, but I'm just saying it's random. This is a red that's going to be doing something. This is probably not going to be in the broadcast. I'm assuming this is just going to be recording content for post-production or something. If you like this kind of thing, make sure you like and subscribe and comment. I've been doing a lot of these behind the scenes videos with different places I go. So I do some stuff with the NFL, with the NBA, with IndyCar, both in audio and video. So if you like this kind of thing, make sure you subscribe so you can catch more. But let's get back to some basketball. So here's the court. And then our position is just right up this ramp. Over here is the area where everybody can get the distribution of feeds that we're providing. You can come in as a press member and record the press conferences right here over audio. And then as you go through the room, we have set up distribution amps for SDI. And you can either record press or game with just effects, which means that's the game without the announcers. So a lot of times what you'll see is someone comes over here during the press conferences after the game and they record the feed, and then someone else goes in the press room that we're in and asks questions. Because you can't record from inside the press room. This feed is the only feed that you're allowed to record. You can't hold a camera up and record the press conferences from inside the room. So it's the end of the first night of games, and we just passed the hardest part, which is when the first game stops. So when the first game stops, then we are in overdrive mode. We're waiting for those players to come into the press conference room so we can start all the recordings and the live streams for that. And then we're waiting for the second game to start concurrently. So as the press conference is happening for the first game, the second game is like in process of starting, and there's maybe 15 or 20 minutes between games. So it's just a lot of details that we have to cover in order to make sure it all happens the way it's supposed to happen. And there's one game left for tonight, and then we got tomorrow night, second round of games. This is fun, the action is cool, and this arena is pretty exciting. This is the media room. Definitely my favorite room at these events, because guess what we have? Coffee in a March Madness cup. I mean, how does it get any better than that? So the press conference feeds are also being sent out to these production trucks up here in the lot. There are 2 satellite trucks and then 2 production trucks, 1 primary and 1 backup. So we are sending our feeds up here via fiber from, this is the opposite side of the stadium that we're on, and provide that to CBS. Lots of cool technology happening up at these trucks all the time. So we're just about finished up here in Dayton, and tonight is the last night of games. I really appreciate you coming along. Again, this is not a typical job for me. It's a little bit out in the fringes because it doesn't have anything to do with audio, and I'm actually not running a camera. But my technical skills came in handy, just managing workflow, managing files, getting them distributed, turning live streams on and off at the right time. I really appreciate everybody at Hammond Communications for bringing me in on this and making me part of the team. And man, that baseball toss last night for the win was incredible. Holy cow. I mean, what the heck? That was one of the best first 4 wins we've seen in a while, I think. It's just a really special thing when you can experience these things in person, and I don't take that for granted. I appreciate all the work that I get to do. And if you're freelance, I just want to continue to encourage you to stick with it, okay? To keep finding opportunities to succeed. Find those opportunities to network and get on these crews, okay? It doesn't get any easier. I've been doing this a long time, and it's still hard to stay booked and to keep booked. The biggest thing you can do is to bring your best attitude to every job and your best effort. Keep trying, keep striving. I know you can do it, and I really appreciate you coming along for the ride. You know, hey, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to put them in the comments. I want to engage with you guys. I want to figure out what you're dealing with and help you out. Okay, the room is empty. We packed it all out. I didn't film a lot of the packing because it's late. It's like 2 in the morning. And that game was awesome. The Xavier game was pretty wicked. And here we go. We're all done. This was a press conference room, and now it's not. It's all getting loaded into the truck. I hope you enjoyed coming along on this job. I like bringing you, so I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of thing, and comment below if you have any questions, because I want to engage and I'm having fun bringing you along on the journey. Have a good one.